Eizo would take you on a coffee date, then he would say, hey, this conversation with you has been really fun. Want to go to my place? Help! Hello, YouTube! It is I, Win, your Pepega Genshin streamer, back with another tier list on stream. Woo! It is Valentine's Day, and so in honor of it being the most quote-unquote romantic day of the year, we will be making a character tier list about which Genshin character would take you where on a first date. So I'm about to build my tiers with chat. So I have a couple set out already. Let's see. So I feel like this is a little, it's not your typical tier list because we don't really have like one at the very top and one at the very bottom. I guess we can start with the most obvious bottom one. So we have McDonald's play place, okay? And this is for the kids, chat. This is the kids tier, okay? All right, and then we have no date, rejected. And then we can do, let's see, we have coffee date, date at the park, movie date, amusement park date, bar date with alcohol. If anyone is drinking right now, please drink responsibly. And then we have any date, just wants to spend time together. How about date at home? No, but it's a first date. Hey, this is a first date. So for safety purposes, I would suggest that unless you know the person really well and you're already friends with them or something, even if you're friends with them, I would say probably not a first date at home. Yeah. All right, so these are our tiers. Just here to say that Scara would just spit in your face. I'm screaming. That's not really a date though, you know? That's more of an interaction. But anyways. All right, chat, so help me build this list. Okay, we can put the kids in the play place first. Yeah, we can put the kids in the play place. So we have Diona. Let's see, Chi-Chi. Sayu? Is Sayu count as a kid, or is she just really short? Let's see. Yao Yao, Nahida. Sayu's not a child. All right, fine. Let's see, who else? I feel like I'm missing someone. I don't think Dory counts as a child, right? She runs her own business. Klee, where's Klee? Here she is. How about 5-star restaurant expensive hotel date? For a first date? Hey, would you take someone on like to a hotel or a 5-star restaurant for a first date, chat? Benny's not a kid. Okay, fine. We can do, you know what? That can be the top tier. That can be the top tier, chat. 5-star, expensive 5-star restaurant date. So we have our tiers. And we've already put all the kids in the play place. All right, so how about we go in order, chat? The first character we're placing is Ether. Where do we think Ether would take you on a first date? And yes, there is a difference between Ether and Lumine. Lumine has her own separate place on this chart. Wait, you swear there are more kids, Roman? Yeah, like Sayu, Dory. Do those count as kids? Ether would give no date because he's busy traveling. What if he really liked you though? What if he really liked you? Rocky Ray, you think he'd be a movie date since he's introverted and because he has some Mora saved up from his adventures? Oh, Monch, you think Ether would take you to a bar? Wait, why though? Chili, you would reject Ether? No, but it's not about you. It's about would he reject you? The question that we're trying to answer is, where would this character take you on a first date? He wouldn't treat it as a date, like a side quest instead. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. But let's see, where would he... Oh, a lot of people say he's busy traveling, so he would reject. I feel like it's hard because they're the traveler and we don't know much about them, right? I got a hard one for our first one. Honestly, I feel it'd be any date because it's not about him wanting to spend time together, but it's about completing the side quest, like someone in chat said. I think it's any date. I think it's any date. We have no love for Ether and you don't know why, Max? I don't know why either. I was about to say, I don't know why either. Kind of like his name. Next up, we have Albedo. Where would we put Albedo on this list, chat? No dating Albedo, he's too busy with multiple personalities. What? He doesn't have multiple personalities. He has multiple, like he has an imposter, but that's not him. Oh, Stratos thinks coffee, but I like Raki Ray's reasoning. Date at the park to look and study nature. Monch, you think Albedo is smarter with caffeine? I don't even know if he drinks coffee, like, canonically. Albedo's too busy babysitting Clee, bombing every nation on tape. I like the date at the park. I don't necessarily agree with Hayes' location, but I think also a date at the park, then that way he can bring his painting supplies, and if he wants, then he can paint you, you know? Yeah, Kaya can babysit Clee on that date. I like the date at the park. I like that idea. Next up, we have Amber. Where would we put Amber on this list? I could see Amber at the amusement park. Amber's the perfect date. Yeah, because she's like the girl next door, right? She's very outgoing. Oh, she likes gliding. Yes, I wasn't thinking of that, but I was thinking more because, like, you know, like I don't think she'd enjoy drinking at the bar, and I think a movie is too, you know, you have to sit down and pay attention and be quiet for a prolonged period of time. I don't think she'd like that. Coffee also like is a little, like there's a lot of talking, but there's not a lot of doing, and I think she likes doing, so maybe coffee after, but amusement park for sure. Okay, Ayaka. Ayaka is outgoing like Amber, or she's very, I feel like she's also, you know, very, she is a girl, she enjoys going out and doing things. She pays 5-star restaurant. Honestly, maybe any date because Ayaka loves nature. Does she, Arisu? I remember she likes going to the festivals, but I don't think she would like the amusement park because I think the amusement park is too loud for her. But festival's too specific. Yeah, Ayaka's too shy. Oh yeah, she would enjoy walking with you, kind of like how she did during her, was it her story quest? Yeah. Oh, Raki Ray, you feel like Ayaka would prefer alone time, like when she danced in the water with her socks on? Maybe the date in the park then. I think the date in the park, even though there are other people at the park you can still, if the park is big enough, you can still find like an isolated space, or like a space with less people, you know? Date in the park at night. Oh. Okay, what about Barbara, y'alls? Coffee? Wait, why do you think Barbara coffee? Oh, is it because she, even if she doesn't drink coffee, like, you know, she talked about how she enjoys going to that one place in Mondstadt where they have that soda? Wait, DMA, you think Barbara would like the amusement park? I feel like Barbara's also, like, maybe not shy like Ayaka, but she's definitely on the quieter side. No date because her idol agency won't allow her to date. Barbara is lively and having coffee can keep her centered. Oh, she's shy, so a movie would work. Ah, yeah. Music festival? That's too specific, chat. That's too specific. You like the coffee date, Raki Ray? I think even if she doesn't get coffee, like having time to sit down and talk, and also it's kind of like in, But the thing is, it would be in a public place. I guess all these places are kind of public, so. No, I don't think Barbara would go to the bar. I don't think Barbara would enjoy the bar. Movie or coffee? I feel like she would prefer the movie because the theater is dark, so she won't be as noticed. I'm kind of leaning towards the movie. Or even like, yeah, like performing arts. Like it can be, okay, we can change movie to theater date. How about that? Yeah, like watching something. I think she would like that. Next, we have Beto. Where would Beto take us on a date, chat? 100% bored? Yeah, you're right. I think this is the easiest one we've done so far. I'm screaming. Okay, Benny. Where do we think Benny would take us for a date? Expensive 5-star due to his bad luck. No date because his Uber would crash. No, please. No date for Benny. He could never ask due to his bad luck. No, that's true. He'd probably ask like to go out and you'd get stuck in a dungeon again somewhere. He'd have you struck by lightning. Okay. Alright, should we put him in the no date category? Oh, that's so sad, but I feel like it's true. I feel like he would have to cancel. I think even if he asked you out, he would have to cancel. Rocky, you think he would get a date, but it would end poorly? Oh no. Instead, Benny is you, Stratos. Oh no, Smooch. Boken the Boken, nope. Aww. Our first rejection from Benny. Not by choice, but because of luck. Chongyun. Where do we place Chongyun, chat? Do you think Chongyun would want to go for coffee or like drinks? Like not necessarily coffee, but something like cool? Cause you know he needs something to keep him like cool or like in his neutral state, right? Yeah, not necessarily coffee, but cold drinks. Ice cream? Wait, I kind of like... Okay, wait. Coffee / ice cream date. Yeah. I think that's more neutral, you know? Okay, we can put him here. Ice skating date? Ice skating date is cute. I don't know how that'd be for first date, but I think that's a cute date idea in general. Alright, next up we have Diluc. Where would Diluc take us? Bad? On the first date? I think you have to like get to know, you would definitely have to get to know him more first. Whoa, I see a lot of conflicting answers. I don't think he'd actually want to go to the bar. Because he hates alcohol. A picnic among the vines in his vineyard, Spexes? You think so? Yeah, I think he would go, like, for coffee. Wait, Monch, he would go to the bar and drink water but give wine to his date? Isn't that awkward though when you're the only one drinking alcohol and your date isn't? Probably just coffee and no more dates after. Or theater date, so he doesn't have to talk. But he wouldn't take you to the angel share because that's like his own tavern. I feel like that's awkward. No date is busy with Kaya. Oh my god. Actually, yeah, no date is an option, chat. Let's just go straight to his bed. That's the 5-star restaurant. Oh my god, please. No date because he is Batman. He's too antisocial. I feel like it might be no date. But if he did take you on a date, it'd probably be like for coffee and then no date after, like Meg said. There is a date if you're a Catwoman. Oh my gosh. Next up is Fischl. Can we put one night stand? I think one night stand has too many connotations. Like there's too many meanings, you know? Also, yeah, it is sus. Fischl would be a theater date or amusement park. I think she would highly be into theater. Can we please add Petra? Oh my god. For the first date? Really, for the first date, chat. For the first date. Official museum date. Would you take a first date to a museum, chat? We could lump in museum and theater together. Ganyu. Where would we put Ganyu? Where would Ganyu take us for a date, chat? Any date, because she can find her preference that way. Ganyu would like coffee to help her stay awake. No date because she'll be asleep. Desk date. I think, you know what? I think Ganyu might actually go for coffee because it's like short. You know, it's something she can fit in between work. And it can be shorter than a lunch break, so. No date because she's busy working. Or she'll be asleep. Maybe I should remove the rejected. No date, various reasons there. Coffee date? Alright, yeah. I see Ganyu doing the coffee date. Oh, Hu Tao. Where would Hu Tao take us on a first date, y'alls? I bet she'd bring us to the funeral parlor, TBH. I love how Karusa says cemetery and Rocky Ray says director who is crazy. She would go to like a grave. A cemetery is a park. You know, what? That's valid. I align with that completely. I am good with the date at the park. Yeah, I think this cemetery could be, it would be amusing to her, but not in a disrespectful way. Like, she'd probably be like, oh, like, let's go learn about, like, the people that are buried here. Or let's go say hi to them, like, literally. The ghosts are still around. Next up is Jean. You think Jean would appreciate a coffee date as well, eh? Wait, Rocky Ray says Jean is vanilla. She'd go on a regular dinner date. Regular dinner date isn't an option here, actually. We only have expensive 5-star restaurant date. I can see, like, coffee as well. No, I don't think she'd take you to an expensive 5-star restaurant. I don't think she'd take you to the bar either. Wait, Mibu, you also think, like, Monch, she'd take you to an expensive restaurant? Maybe to make a good impression. But I think coffee is, like, it's an easy option. Because it's something that she can balance with her work. Jean doesn't have time for a restaurant. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards, I can see that, like, she would take you to an expensive date to not show off but make a good impression, but I think coffee is more realistic. Ooh, Kea. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking, chat? Oh my gosh, Rocky. That was not what I was thinking. I was not thinking of Hayes' comment either. Hey, you think Kea would do expensive 5-star because he's sus? I was thinking the bar. Y'all are so sus right now. Y'all are so sus. Rating Diluc's wine cellar, oh my gosh. That sounds like him. Next we have Kutsing. Where would Kutsing take us on a first date, chat? Any date? You think she'd take us anywhere? Alien, I was kind of thinking 5-star restaurant as well. But Rocky Ray brings up a good point. Kutsing is all about quickness and efficiency. What's the most? Is coffee the most efficient? She's quick and efficient, but not when it comes to dating. Yeah, because I feel like it's like something emotional, you know? It's not a process, like, I mean, it is a process, but it's not work, you know? Spec says she'd go to someplace that serves delicious shrimp balls. What if she's shy and she's like, oh, I don't want my date to see me, like, eating like a pig, you know? Wait, Kata says, why do you think she'd do the amusement park? In her after rain line, she says the sun is out, shall we take a stroll? Wait, but why not a date at the park instead? You know? Megs, you think she wants it to be formal. Oh. Kutsing is all about spending time with her dates. Trust you, DMA. But date at the park is not formal, right? So then do we think she would take you to the expensive restaurant? I think she has the money. And I think she would also see it as an opportunity because she would take her date for the golden trimples. I think she would go for the 5-star restaurant. Yeah, especially for the first date. I think like for the dates after, it would be any date. But I think for the first one, it'd be the 5-star restaurant. Yeah. Okay. Next, we have Lisa. Where would Lisa take us, cuties? No comment here. Sus is not allowed. Finding lost books is a date. But do you think Lisa would, for the first date? You think she would actually have you come see her at the library? How about museum? Why do you say that, DMA? I kind of think that too, but I'm trying to put my finger on why. Wait, she would do casual restaurant and eat salad, eh? Lisa doesn't look like a salad girl to me. Oh wait, is it because of the satisfying salad thing? Or she would reject us just to tease us? Oh. Do you think she would do that, chat? Do you think she would reject us? No. I can see her going to... Oh, yeah, the theater. I think the theater / museum. Yeah, I think she could appreciate that. Next up, we have Lumine. Where would we put Lumine on this list, chat? Would she also be any date? Just like Ether? Just another thing to check off the quest log? Child's bed? I like that answer. Wong Shu In. I'm screaming. To make Xiao jealous, right? So she can date him instead. Alright, any date. We need a Wong Shu In to your back. Please. Okay, Mona. Where would Mona take us, chat? Honestly, I feel like the only place Mona can afford to go is the park. Anywhere else and we're paying for it. Honestly, I can see putting Mona in any because, yeah, of the broke thing. Mona 5-star and then ask us to pay. For the first date though, for the first date. Tashikaru, you think chilling by a lake, river, or pond? So like a date at the park. Yeah. Wait, Mona will save up money for the restaurant. She mentioned it before that she would save money for us. Yeah, but would she save it on something so fleeting as a restaurant? I feel like Mona doesn't care a lot about food because it's just a temporary thing, right? Like you eat it and the taste is there and then it's gone. She prefers to spend money on like lasting things, right? So I don't think she'd save up for the restaurant. Coffee? You think Mona would do coffee, chat? I don't think she'd want to go to the amusement park. I think she would find it like not childish, but it's not her thing. Alright, I think considering everything we've discussed, I can see her going for coffee as well, but I think that the park lines up. Coffee date, she only orders the water? No. Okay, I'll go with date at the park. Alright, next up, Ningguang. Easy 5-star, eh? Yeah, I think so too. Wow, I love how Beidou and Ningguang, we just know them so well, chat. Truly, truly our parents, our mommies. Hey, do any of y'all really go for a coffee date only? The thing is, hey, yes, a coffee date is not enough activity for a day. But I feel like on the first date, coffee is very safe because you're still getting to know the person, right? And so coffee is short enough to get to know the person because it's not like a movie where you're not actively like in a movie you can't actively talk, right? But coffee is like you're drinking and you're talking, and if you run out of things to talk about, you can just take a moment and drink your drink, right? But coffee is also, it can be short enough that if you don't like the person, you can find an excuse to leave. But if you do like them, then you can ask them to go out again, you know? We can get to know them in bed. Oh my god, please. Okay, next up we have Noelle, chat. Where would Noelle take us for a first date? Annie? Museum? The gym? The gym is not even one of these options. Chat, would be real. Would you actually take any of your first dates to the gym? She would love the park. Noelle doesn't work out. She gets muscles from cleaning. Wait, hey, you took your... Oh my god, you went on a date to the gym? I'm screaming. I need to hear more about this. Grace, you think she'd take you to the windrise tree. So date at the park. You think it'd be a jogging date, Megs? That sounds cute. That sounds cute. Wait, but what about Noelle makes you think that? Aside from the fact that she's a giga chat, you know? I feel like Noelle might actually ask you, but because of how she is, she would leave it up to you. So I think she'd be any date. But I don't know. I don't think she'd want to go to a bar. Or the 5-star restaurant. Oh my god, hey, I'm screaming. You told your date that you need to go to the gym before you... Oh, before you go on your first date. So she went to the gym and watched you. I'm screaming. That's true love. I don't think she would take you to the gym. I don't think she'd take you to the park to work out either, you know? I don't think she'd... That doesn't strike me as a Noelle thing to do. I don't know. Ice cream date? I feel like she would... I'm leaning more towards coffee/ice cream. I don't know. Noelle would go anywhere we want. She'd want to do a date that's simple yet fun. Amusement park or ice cream? Oh, you don't think she'd want to sit down, Megs? Amusement park then? I was thinking maybe the amusement park's too loud for her, but I think she would take it in stride, you know? But she is also very amicable, I think is the words. I feel like she's pretty open to anything. So I could also see her doing any date. If we went to the bar with her, she'd probably just not drink anything. But I think if she went to the 5-star restaurant, I think she could pay, you know? I think she has enough money saved. I don't think she'd necessarily like it, but she could pay, you know? Oh, I feel like Noelle is the trickiest one we've come across so far. I'm down to put her in any date. Oh, hey, you wouldn't let Noelle pay? Yeah, that's up to us. I agree with that. I think if we took her to the 5-star restaurant, then because we were the one that decided, then we should pay, you know? Okay, next up we have Razor. No date with Razor. Razor would be like, what is dating? I was actually thinking park as well. Take Razor for a walk. Is he a dog? Next up we have Sucrose. Where would we put Sucrose, chat? I think museum as well. Museum would interest her, but she would know more than us and might explain stuff to us. Yeah, I agree. Museum for research purposes. Alright, next up, child. Where would child... Oh, wait, I think I know. Oh my god, bad! I think he would take us to an expensive 5-star restaurant. That's what he did in the story anyways. He took us to that fancy restaurant in Leeway that's so hard to get a reservation at. Child would take us to the Abyss, oh boy. Next up, Venti. Max, do you think Venti would take us on any date? I think he would try to take us to the bar. You don't think he would take us to the bar? Karaoke bar? Venti would take us to the bar and leave without paying to Diluc. Oh boy. Yeah, we really don't have a high opinion of Venti here, do we? Okay, next up, Xiangling. Where would Xiangling take us on a date? Home date cooking? You know what? I can actually see that. Or outdoor slime roasting. I feel like Xiangling would invite us to her restaurant. Park date cause she'll cook for us? Like what, like a barbecue? Should we put Xiangling in the expensive 5-star restaurant date chat? Even though it's not a 5-star restaurant date, it's just her restaurant. Oh, Megs, do you think it would be a barbecue at the park and other people join us? Oh, it becomes a pop-up restaurant. Sadi, you think Xiangling would be good for the amusement park and she'd find funnel cake to be cool? Huh. Yeah, I could see Xiangling as someone who would actually enjoy the amusement park. Xiangling would totally forget she's on a date and just cook. Ah, yeah, I can see that happening too though. Which one? What would it be? Okay, maybe we make a new tier for Xiangling. Home cooking. Or home. Okay, fine. This is... No, this can't be the bed tier. Okay, fine. You know what? Oh, wait. Their own place. There, we made it, chat. I made the tier. It's their own place. Okay, I'm adding Xiangling to the their own place tier. Move Lisa to the new tier then. Chat, do y'all really think Lisa would bring you to her own place? Oh my gosh. Alright, fine. Next we have Xiao. I feel like Xiao would just be no date. Even if he likes you, no date. Any date but only with Lumine. No, I think even with Lumine he wouldn't be the first to confess. She would have to say something first. Lament about. Yeah, he's too busy lamenting. He's too busy lamenting. I know Xiao so well. Yeah, I main him, of course. Who do you think I am, chat? Okay, next. Xingqiu. I think Xingqiu is definitely theater/museum. Julie, you think Xingqiu would take you to an expensive 5-star restaurant? No, I think it's definitely theater/museum/library. Xingqiu too busy spying on Chongyan on dates with us? Oh my gosh. Okay. His Karen hairstyle tells me he saves more. I'm screaming. I mean, he does come. It's not like he's poor either. His family is one of the, like, well-off families in Liyue too, right? But I think he doesn't flaunt his wealth like Ningguang or Child do. I think his passion for reading and books overweighs that. His passion for art, you know? He'd be like Kutsing next, you think? Because he'd want to make a good impression, you think? Oh, where the first date would be formal. Okay, I can go with that. Okay, I'm fine putting him in expensive 5-star restaurant then. And then yeah, maybe later on it'd be theater/museum. Okay, I'm glad we can agree on that. Good point, good point. Okay, yeah, next up, Xinyan. DMA, you think Xinyan would have liked the amusement park? I think so too. Yeah, I feel like even though she, you know, appreciates, you know, the performing arts, I think she'd want to do stuff instead. Concert, karaoke, home concert. Hey, you know, amusement parks are loud. Sometimes there are performances there too, so... Okay, next up we have Zhongli. Child's bed. Tea? So coffee/ice cream. Oh my gosh, we're adding more to this to this tier. You don't think he'd ask us to an expensive 5-star restaurant and then make us pay for it? But I can see if he wants to make a good impression, he would probably ask you to the tea shop. I'm kind of torn, chat. What do you think is more likely? The tea shop or the expensive 5-star restaurant? He would rather order the most expensive thing from the tea shop. Oh, that's a good point. Only broke? Like Mona broke? Broker than Mona? But we'll be the ones paying? Yeah. Some teas are really expensive, hey? Us paying is the most important key here. Okay, I think realistically, if we're the ones paying for it, I think he would ask us to the tea shop. Because it's not as outrageous as us paying for the 5-star restaurant. I think he would ask us to tea. And then he could tell stories too, you know? Yeah, I could share also his wisdom and stuff. Okay, Rosaria. Bar? Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Wow, I love how all the ones that take you out to the bar date, it's so obvious. There's no questioning. It's just like, yeah, straight to the bar. Straight to the alcohol. Oh, Eula, chat. Where would Eula take us on a date? You think Eula would take us to a bar, Max? I don't think she's opposed to alcohol, yeah. Theater. Some people are saying theater. Hey, you think she'd take us to a 5-star restaurant because she's a refined person. That's true. She is from the House of Lawrence or whatever it's called. Yeah, to make a good impression. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is the 5-star. A date in a 5-star restaurant and no more dates afterwards. Okay, Yanfei. What about Yanfei, chat? Coffee. Formal date coffee. She's a law student. You think law students ask to go to coffee on the first date? Oh, she's also pretty fast. Yeah, that's true, Rakure. Alright, it seems like we're all in consensus about Yanfei going out for coffee. Where do we put Sayu? I have been told that Sayu is not a child. Instead, she's just a very short woman. No date because she's busy sleeping. Alright, no date for Sayu. Okay, chat. Kazuha. The park? Kadu says, you think the bar? I don't think Kazuha's that keen on drinking though. I think he'd be open to it. Oh, several people are saying the bar. Actually, you know what, chat? I think Kazuha is an any. I would put Kazuha in any. I think I could actually see him at any of these, including, yeah, the bar. I don't know if he could afford the 5-star restaurant, but you know, he came from the Kaidahara clan. So I think he still has taste, you know? Like he could appreciate something that's very refined, but he also has like simple tastes, you know? He has allowance money from Beto. I think I could put him in. I think we could put him in any. Could actually see him like actually going to any of these. Maybe except for his own place, because he doesn't really have a place. I guess his place would be the crux. His parents, Bei Guang, can afford the 5-star restaurant for him. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll put him in any. Yoimiya, chat. Where are we thinking for Yoimiya? DMA? We're sharing the same brain cell. I thought of amusement park as well, especially because there would probably be fireworks at the end of the night. Yeah, I think amusement park as well. Glad we can all agree, chat. Okay, Raiden. Where would Raiden A take us? Bed? Oh my god. She's the type of girl that goes for the first kiss to wait. Any? No time to date, just go to bed. Wait, Jupiter, you think Raiden would take us to a 5-star restaurant? Why? It seems a lot of people are saying no date. Yeah, with what money? True. I feel like she's too busy in the plane of euthymia or whatever. I said A, but I guess, yeah, it does depend on whether you're taking the show, like the puppet Shogun, right? Oh, because she does like dango milk. Megs, you agree with Hey? What do we think? Does the rest of chat agree with Hey? Where she thinks dating is a waste of time? I can see that. Alright, feels like a lot of people, even Rackary saying no date if Raiden, coffee with A. Alright, let's put her in my no date. Okay, what about Kujo Sara? I think Sara would want to go for coffee. Raiden's bad. True. Oh, you think Sara would take us to a bar next? Sara is very routine and traditional. Yeah. No date because she's too busy stalking Raiden. Maybe that explains why she doesn't have a hangout. Yikes. Megs, do you think the first date would be with Sake and it would end up with her spilling her crush on Raiden and then no more dates afterwards? Alright, it feels like a lot of people are saying no date. But I like Megs' explanation as well. Hey, you don't think you can ask Sara for a date and you're a confident person. She doesn't have any date opportunities. Yikes. Next up, Kokomi. Where would we put Kokomi, chat? Where would Kokomi take us on the first date? If there is a first date. You think any, Megs? Rocky Ray! How could you suggest taking Kokomi to a sushi restaurant? Monka Christ! SeaWorld! Reboot! Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was actually thinking that as well, Megs. Where like, yeah, sushi is a common dish in Inazuma, so she's probably used to it. I know a couple people said Annie. Do we think Kokomi would be down for any date? Like, I could see her being flexible enough, like even for a bar. And she, you know, she's the head of the Sangonomiya clan, so I'm pretty sure she can afford an expensive 5-star restaurant. Any date but with no crowds? Because crowds drain her energy. Oh, Mibu, you think she would go for the theater/museum? That's interesting, because even though there are crowds there, there's not a lot of talking, because you have to, you know, observe, right? I don't think Kokomi would go for the amusement park. I think amusement park would be too overwhelming for her. And she does like war stuff. That's true, DMA. That's true. I think she would enjoy that. I think so. SeaWorld/museum makes sense. Oh boy. But yeah, I think she is an intellectual. I think she would ask to go to the theater/museum. I'm down. I'm cool with the answer. Okay, Aloy. No date? She doesn't belong in our universe? We never meet Aloy, no date. That's true. That's true. Karu says you'd meet her at the park. Aw. Toma, where's Dava? Ayato's bad. For our first date? Oh my gosh. DNA, you think Toma would take us to 5-star, but Rocky Ray thinks he'd take us to their own place and Toma would cook. Oh, Jupiter, you think the amusement park because it's funny and lively. I can see that too. Karu says, you think he'd want to cook for you for sure. Toma can manage anything as his hangout had both indoor and outdoor options. Oh, that's cool, Miramasa. I didn't know that. I haven't done his hangout yet. Honestly, I feel like Toma could be put into any. I feel like Toma could go into any of these. He's like Amber, a fun person to go on a date with. Yeah. But him like Xiangling? No, I feel like Toma could be any, including his own place. I'm down to put him in any. Typical Pyro character. Now we're talking about Ito. Where would we put Ito, chat? Where would Ito take us on a first date? No date? Wow, I love how people are saying no date or any. It's like there's no in between. Ito's date is in the prison cell Sara put him in, Tart. Either Ito would have no idea about dating or we actually reject Ito's invitation for a date. Help! Ito would go to McDonald's play place and then get kicked out. Yo, should we actually put Ito in the play place tier? I feel so bad. He always ends up in that tier. put him with the kids, I'm freaking screaming. Oh my god. Someone has to watch the kids. Help. Kids can't watch themselves though. Alright, Goro. Where would Goro take us for a first date, chat? You think he'd go on any date? Ito's bad place. Like, I think he would be... He's open to drinking. I don't know if he'd enjoy the amusement park. I think he could appreciate theater or the museum and going to the park. Leash Goro too? Oh my gosh. He's too vanilla. Are we really putting him in the any tier? He's too pure. Is Miss Hina vanilla too? Who knows? Who knows? Miss Hina gonna be Mrs. Hina in our... Oh my god, please. I feel like I don't know enough about Goro. I haven't done his hangout, so... Oh, he wouldn't go to the museum or theater because of PTSD, blurpish. And we have to put him in one of these tiers. Should we just put him in date at the park? I feel like he would like the park. I feel like he would want to, like, yeah, walk around or whatever. As opposed to, like, you know, coffee, like sitting down and stuff. And put a leash on him. Oh my gosh. Where are we putting Sunhood? Where would she take us for our first date? Bar? You think we'd take her to the bar? She doesn't know how to order drinks. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think she would go for the alcohol, you know? I feel like she would actually bring us to her own place. Meg's Cloud Retainer's place? Hell no. I'm screaming. Wait, hey, is that true? She goes to 5-star restaurants on her own and eats one bite of everything? Do you think she would take us to a 5-star restaurant then? Ever since the last Archon quest, she's been in the city. That's true, yeah, because she's getting used to human society. You think she'd take us to the 5-star restaurant, like, just for funsies? Like, not to make a good impression or anything, but for, like, just to try it, you know? I can see that. 5-star because she doesn't know any different. Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be funny? Or we would go to the park and eat all the flowers. What? I don't think so. She doesn't eat just flowers, chat. Not anymore. Probably coffee, Max? Why? Yeah, I don't think she's into, like, theater or movies either. I really think she would take us to a 5-star restaurant, chat, but just because she doesn't know any better. Next up, speaking of, is Yunjin. Theater, right? I'm thinking theater too. I feel like she could also enjoy the amusement park, but I think theater. Oh, okay, next up, Yai Miko. Bad? 5-star, but she somehow tricks you into paying all of it? Miko leashes me. Oh my god, please. I don't think she'd take us to her own place. I think that's too personal. No way, I don't think so. DMA, she'd go on any date just to mess with you? But she has exquisite taste, as shown in her story quest. I didn't do her story quest. I could see the 5-star. I could see the 5-star restaurant, and yeah, she tricks us into paying for it. Yeah. Alright, I think we are agreeing. Most of us agree on the 5-star restaurant. Okay, next up is Ayato. Where's Ayato taking us, chat? And don't say bad. 5-star restaurant? Yeah, I think so. Him and Miko are the same, cut from the same cloth. Oh, Yelan! Where would Yelan take us on the first date, chat? Bar? I can see that. Somewhere private. Oh ho 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 ho. The corner booth of the bar in the back, right? Or hunting adventure? Oh my gosh. Oh, she also owns a tea place. That's true. So would she bring you back to her own place then? Ningguang's office for some quote-unquote assignments? Oh my god. Yelan doesn't like being seen by the public? She's a secret agent. So would it be her own place? I feel like it's leaning towards her own place, even for the first date. I feel like if she asks you on a date, then she probably like trusts you, you know? Own place or the relationship won't work. Okay. Alright, Shinobu. What about Shinobu, y'alls? No date? Why do you say that, Blurfish? She's watching Ito play with the kids. Are we really relegating Shinobu to a life of no dating so she can watch Ito? Jupiter, you think she wants excitement, so maybe the park or amusement park? I feel... She's watching Ito and the other gang members. She's like, sorry, no opportunity. Oh, okay, so we'll put her in no date then. Oh, okay. We're going on to the fruity peeps. Hazo. Where would Hazo take us for a first date? The bar? You think he'd take us to a bar? Yeah, I think so too. His hangout is literally sus. He's a typical fuckboy. Help! Okay, where would a typical fuckboy take us then? Would he really take us to just the bar? Not his own place? Hey, I'm screaming! Hazo would take you on a coffee date. Then he would say, hey, this conversation with you has been really fun. Wanna go to my place? Help! I'm screaming. No, I think you could do that at a bar too, you know? Okay, I think I'm okay with him taking us to the bar. I think he would take us to the bar. Tiganati. Where would he take us on a first date? Blurper says park, Rockaway says park or museum, and then Jupiter says museum for sure. Yeah, I feel like park or museum could go. It could be both. Ivory, he's a forest ranger. Why would he want to go to the museum? I feel like he would still appreciate what's at the museum because, you know, he was a researcher. He studied at the academia, so... Jupiter, at the park, he could talk about all the plants. Forest watch date, Jupiter, he used to be a scholar. But now he's a forest ranger, so... Pignati is Al Haytam's level of intellect. The sages literally beg for him to come back. That's true, but that's just because he has that level of intellect doesn't mean he enjoys using it. That's why he became a forest ranger for a reason, right? I think he would like the date at the park more. Okay, what about Calais? Where would we put Calais? Oh, y'all think Calais would appreciate an ice cream date? I think so too. Yeah, I think she's... I think the amusement park might be a little... Like, she could enjoy it, but I think it'd be a little overwhelming for her. But I think she could like the ice cream. Next up, Dory. Where would we put Dory? The play place? You don't think she'd... I don't think she'd take us to the 5-star restaurant. It would be more like we would have to take her to the 5-star restaurant. So... No date because the first date would be the 5-star restaurant and she scammed us. That's true. Oh yeah, that's true, Ivory. Dory has her own place. It's hard to top that unless you know you're the Raiden Shogun or Ningguang. True. I think she would not date us because she'd think we're too poor. Yeah, she's rich but cheap for sure. Yeah. She would be like, let me book the restaurant for us. Give me the money now and not show up. Oh boy. Ooh, okay, what about Nilu, chat? I see several people saying theater. Rockaway says any date. I can see why people say theater. Nilu could dance with someone anywhere like the desert. She does have a big heart, Jupiter, yeah. I could kind of see any date. I think she would be... She's very agreeable, right? So even though she enjoys theater a lot... but for the first date, Megs, you bring up a good point. If you want to ask an actor... No, but she's asking us. She's asking us. We're not asking her. So So I feel like she could ask like, oh, would you like to come to my... Oh, but then if she's asking you to come to one of her performances, that's not really a date, right? So I don't think she would ask that either. I feel like she would be down for whatever. What do you think, chat? Like, she would ask you out, kind of like with like Kazuha or Noelle. She would ask you out and then leave it up to you to pick the activity. Oh, DMA, that's a good point. I think she would ask to see a performance because it's something she's familiar with. But then we'd have to ask her to go on any date. Okay, I agree with that. I think that we can put her in theater then. Kind of like with Yunjin, right? If Nilu asked to go to her performance, she'd probably ask to go for coffee after to talk about what she did earlier because she's not the type to talk about other stuff other than her passion. Okay, we can put her in the theater/museum date then. Next up, Sino. I personally, chat, I think Sino would ask you to go for coffee or to the park to teach you how to play Genius Invocation. No date? Jupiter, wait, why do you think no date? You think he's so reserved and seems like he hates everything? No, I think that's a mischaracterization. Because it's not that he hates everything. I feel like that's how people misjudge Xiao as well, you know? But it's more like he has a strong sense of justice, so he has a strong sense of obligation, but he does enjoy, like, he has a hobby. He's very passionate about the card game, right? And he does say in his voice lines that he cracks stupid jokes because he can tell that people are uneasy around him because that's just the vibe that he gives off. But he does it even though he knows the jokes aren't funny to put other people at ease, which is very considerate of him. And that's not something that someone that hates everything would do, you know? Oh, he doesn't think mundane stuff is important. Hey, I see. But that's different, you know? That's not hating everything. I think I'm leaning towards the coffee more than the park because at the park, when you're outside, it's easier for the cards to fly away. But you know, when you have a table, you know, it's also easier to place the cards down. I think he would take you for coffee/tea, but it would really be to play TCG. I think that's it. That's it, yeah. Wait, hey, imagine both of you reaching for the same card and you touch hands, then hold hands, then kiss and get married and live the rest of your lives together in the south part of Hawaii. Kek, wait. Where do we think Candace would ask us out for a first date? Candace is hard, yeah. But she is really sweet. She's very sisterly. Do you think she would invite us to her place in Aru Village? Or the chief's place? I don't know. Ivory, Candace is not that hard. Just take her on any date that doesn't take her away from Aru Village. So her own place. She's basically the desert version of Noelle. Hey, really? To distress. Okay, I think we all agree that it would be her own place. All right, Layla. Sleep? So no date. No date. Yeah, amusement park would be too tiring I feel like everything would be too tiring for her. Coffee? Yeah, maybe coffee would work. Maybe coffee? I don't know. Yeah, she's studying. She's a academia student. The academia students have no time. No, I don't think she's a minor either, Ivory. Won't she sleep while drinking the coffee? Oh gosh. You know what? I feel like we're leaning towards no date. Or home date, but just study. Oh, it could be a study date. I think she would. The only reason she would ask, it'd be no date except to study. And then it'd be at her own place. Or the library. The library's not on here. Study dates never end with studying though, Jupiter. That's true. Alright, we can put her in no date then. Because she's too busy studying or sleeping. Alright, Wanderer. Would Wanderer ask us on a date, chat? Would he even ask us on a date? It looks like it's a no. I haven't done the Archon quest, so no spoilers, please. But based on how he acts, I feel like it would be... He'll throw us to the abyss instead. Alright. What about Faruzin? Would she ask us on a date? Museum? 5-star restaurant? You think so? She's old school. So it has to be formal. Hey, you think it'd be the museum because there's definitely information about her there? I'm kind of leaning... I know what you're saying, Megs. I feel like she would take us to the museum, though. I'm leaning more towards the museum. Like, I feel like she would take us... I don't think it'd be an expensive 5-star restaurant, but it would be a restaurant, you know? Definitely asked to go for the oldest Chinese restaurant around the corner, Kakoi. I don't know enough about her. Ivory, you would say museum, but she's going to act so pretentious and it's going to be a complete turn-off. Well, regardless of what happens after the date or during the date, it's just where we think they would take you. Yeah, I feel like she's hard because there's not much character for us to base on. There's not even her hangout, right? I think she's very passionate about, like, research and puzzles and stuff. I think she would ask us to go to the museum. Oh, but hey, but you would say restaurant. Maybe a simple restaurant. Museum first date and then it will be turned off by her. Okay, alright. Oh, okay, next up we have the ham. Is the ham asking us on a date at all? Coffee, Blurfish? There's no way he would ask us to his bed, please. Who's the ham? Oh, El Haitam. We call him the ham around here. Cause he's a hunk of meat, if you know what I mean. I mean, what? Anyways. Is he taking us anywhere, chat? To the library, maybe? No way. I don't think so. He would not take us to the library. He'd take us to the library so he can read? Kekawait. Oh, I never did it. I didn't do his story quest yet, so. Can you see him asking you on a date? I don't know. I feel like he's just vibing. Like, just out there living his life, you know? This is how the ham asks us for a date. Sends email. Good day. There's a topic that I would like for us to discuss privately. Don't bring your white companion. Hey, that sounds so racist with no context. But I agree with Megs. I think he gets paid a lot. And I think if he actually finds... Did I say anything wrong, chat? Did I say anything wrong? Anyways. I think if he does find someone that he's really interested in, that piques his interest, I think I agree with Megs. He would take them to a 5-star restaurant. He puts too much thought into everything he does. Really, Ivory? But I thought his whole thing was that he doesn't want to think about anything. He just wants to live an easy life, you know? Maybe he just says that. Wait, DMA, you don't think so. What do you think then? Do you still think he'd take us to the library so he can read? He doesn't put any effort into thinking. Yeah, he's just naturally talented, you know? Can't relate. Dea, where would Dea take us on a first date? The bar? True. Yeah, you're right. Y'all are right. The bar it is. Finally, our last character for tonight, Mika. Where is Mika going on this list? Would Mika ask us on a date? He deserves to be in the play place. Yeah, we can put him in the play place. I think that's also because like we don't know much about him. So, alright, we can put him in the play place for now. Alright, wow, we did it, chat. We have built our Genshin tier list based on where we think each Genshin character would take us out on a first date. Can you put Ito in front of the kids so it looks like he's the leader? Fine. There we go. This is our tier list, chat. This is our tier list. Wow, amazing. And just in time for Valentine's Day too. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. Thank you to those who contributed, added in their own opinions. If anyone else has any thoughts that they'd like to add, you know, if you disagreed with any of the choices we made, or if you felt very strongly about the tiers that we put any of these characters in, love to hear your thoughts and comments. Make sure to comment. But otherwise, hope that everyone has a happy Valentine's Day. And make sure you stay tuned in the future for more tier lists and more fun things. Bye, y'all. Stay winning.